Alright, yo, how's it going everyone? It is Yorks here. Welcome back to another Beestorm Simulator video, and in this one, I'll be telling you what you should not do if you play Beestorm. So basically, I compiled a few ideas of things that a lot of people who are more towards early game / mid game do, and that they should not be doing. And you know, if you want to help me out, just subscribe. It's free. Let's get right into the video. So the first mistake I see people doing is when they unlock this top bear shop area, when they get 25 bees, they just instantly buy both these tools, the golden rake and the spark staff. And I just want to say, this is the worst tool in the game. Even William made a video about it. So please don't buy the spark staff. You can buy the golden rake. It's more acceptable for early game. It's only 20 million honey. And it's somewhat decent, much better than like the bubble wand and the fire scythe, but please do not buy the spark stuff. It is terrible. And then the next mistake I see people making is they use stingers and gumdrops when they don't have vicious bee and gummy bee unlocked. So if you guys didn't know, around a year ago, Onnit made this thing where you can only obtain gummy bee by giving it 2,500 gumdrops, but before you used to be able to get it with 500 tickets, and luckily I got it with 500 tickets. But now you need to save all your gumdrops in order to unlock the gummy bee, because if you're actively using all your gumdrops to like farm and stuff and you still haven't unlocked gummy bee, please just save your gumdrops. It's very easy. I got gummy bee on my alt account, and same with vicious bee. It's pretty easy. It shouldn't take you more than like 10 days or so of playing Beestorm to unlock both those bees. It's really not that hard. Then about vicious bee, I see a bunch of noobs just instantly using their stingers to do more damage to like king beetle or some snail. Just please don't use stingers if you haven't unlocked the vicious bee. And even if you have unlocked the vicious bee, you should still be saving your stingers because you need them to craft things like the crimson and cobalt guard right here. Both these cost 100 stingers, as you can see. And then you need stingers to craft the demon mask and the fire mask. If you decide to craft it, I would recommend you not. I would recommend you just stick with honey mask if you have it unlocked until you get gummy mask. But yeah, so if you do decide to craft more of these endgame items, you will need stingers. And also you need stingers for Saw. If you do decide to like play for like endgame passives and stuff, you will need stingers for this thing called Star Saw. It basically spins around and converts your pollen. Yeah, so you will need stingers for this. So another big mistake I see people making is as soon as they get like a single royal jelly, they just instantly use it on their hive. And you should not be doing this just because it kind of like messes up your RNG, and you have a much bigger chance to get a bee like a gifted or a mythic if you use a lot of royal jelly at once instead of just using all your jelly as soon as you get it. And yeah, so just please save your jelly. When you get like, I'd say like 10 to 15 gifteds, you should stop using your royal jelly and start jelly, because there's a really low chance that you'll get a new gifted discovered, and you will need all your royal jelly and star jelly for crafting. For example, for the porcelain dipper, when you're early game, it's very hard to get star jelly because it costs glitter to craft, and you should be saving that. And also, the only actual way you can get star jelly is from like the coconut crab, and it is very hard to kill the coconut crab at early game and mid game. So yeah, just please save all your royal jelly and star jelly once you get a few gifteds. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so I see a lot of people having inventories like this. So they have all their best items in their inventory, and the reason you should not have this is because you need to save all of these items, and you don't want to accidentally press something on your keyboard and like use your rare items. And also, I see a lot of noobs having like all their like boosting items like red and blue extracts and like glitter and glue and stuff in their inventories. So you should not have that, because you should not be using all your extracts and like a glue and glitter when you're early game, because you need it for crafting later on. So please just save it. Please don't have it in your inventory. And it might seem like it's like it'll get you to endgame faster if you use it for like small boosts, but trust me, you'd much rather use it for boosting and make a couple 100 billion instead of making like a couple 100 million or like 1 or 2 billion. Yeah, just please save all your extracts and have an organized inventory for early and mid game. Just I'd recommend just have your sprinkler in your inventory, and that's it. I don't know, maybe microconverters And I don't know, that is the only thing I personally have in my inventory. I wouldn't use gumdrops either in mid-game because you do need it to craft glue, and you do need the glue to craft the gummy mask and the gummy boots. So you should save for both these whenever you can. And yeah, so another crucial mistake I see people doing is using sprouts for tickets. So they just go up to like some spider field or something and just instantly use all of their sprouts. And you should not be doing that because it is a terrible waste to use sprouts mainly for tickets. So please just save your sprouts until you have a resource that you need, for example like pineapples or like blueberries or strawberries for crafting, because it is a massive waste of tickets if you use your sprouts for them. And it is very easy to get tickets. Just do like some mob run macro. I did make a video on macroing, so if you want to watch that, it'll be in the description. And yeah, so yeah, just please don't use all your sprouts for tickets. Just wait until you need some resource for crafting, and then you'll be glad you saved your sprouts instead of just instantly using all of them for nothing. And yeah, then once you actually do use your sprouts for that one resource that you need, you'll be glad that you didn't use it for some random resource that you have a lot of and you really didn't need. So another big mistake I see people making is when they use all of their jelly beans for casual grinding instead of saving them for Spirit Bear quests. So Spirit Bear requires a bunch of jelly beans to complete her quest line, because in a few quests she does require you to share jelly beans, and I do think you need like 100 to 150 jelly beans to complete her like entire quest line. So just please save all your jelly beans. And I do understand if you use them if you have like 50, because that does stop you from getting any more jelly beans. But please just save them if you don't have the max amount, because it is a massive waste if you use jelly beans for casual grinding or like small mid-game boosts for a couple billion honey or maybe a couple 100 million. So this is the last thing, and it is the most important in my opinion. So do not use any of the codes until you're good at the game, because it is a massive waste if you use like the boosting codes and you don't like take advantage of it as much as you can. So if I go on the Beastform wiki, there's a bunch of different like codes that give you a bunch of good boosts and a bunch of good items. So just use all the codes, like numbers for like tickets and stuff, and honey, so you can obviously use that, but do not use any of the codes that give you like actual boosts, because it is a really big waste if you use it instead of saving it for like when you're better at the game or like honey day events and stuff. But yeah, so just please don't use all the codes instantly. I see a lot of people making that mistake, so if it's not too late for you, just save the codes please. Alright, so if you guys did end up enjoying the video, drop a like and sub with post notifications on, and tell me in the comments if you've been doing any of these things that you should not have been doing. I do want to know how many people actually do make these mistakes, because I do have quite a few friends that make these mistakes, and I want to see if my viewers make them. But yeah, just drop a comment telling me. And yeah, also join the Discord. We're really close to 3,000 members, and we will be doing a bunch of giveaways at 3,000 members, so just join. It's just discord.gg/beastworm, or the first link in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.